Okay, so let us go for now the group discussion, and as you know, this group discussion will have three components, three parts. One will be introduction, followed by discussion, and then conclusion. So I'll give chance to each one of you to introduce. So first I'll give you a topic, some time to think about that topic, and then you can introduce each one of you. आप हिंदी इंग्लिश दोनों में से किसी में भी बोल सकते हैं, कोई ट्रबल नहीं है. And you should in the introduction try to tell others what you want to discuss. Introduction is all about direction of the discussion. कि हमें क्या बात करनी है इस टॉपिक के बारे में. Good evening friends, my name is Sanjeev and I initiate the discussion. The friends topic given today for the discussion is this. In my opinion ये टॉपिक बहुत relevant टॉपिक है, इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक है, थॉट प्रोवोकिंग टॉपिक है, ऐसा कुछ भी आप बोल सकते हैं. मेरे को लगता है कि हम लोगों को इस टॉपिक के बारे में ये अलग अलग इसके डायमेंशन है जिन पे बात करनी चाहिए और हम इस टॉपिक के बारे में ऐसे बात करेंगे. फिर एक आधी लाइन और ऐड करो और आगे चलो. तो आपको बस 2 मिनट, 1-2 मिनट जो आपको मिलेंगे उसमें यू हैव टू थिंक कि भाई वो बोलना क्या है, क्लासिफिकेशन कैसे करना है. उसके बाद जब डिस्कशन स्टार्ट हो जाएगा तो बाकियों की बात ध्यान से सुनो और उन्हीं की बात से आगे डिस्कशन करते चले जाओ. जैसे आप बातें करते हो फ्रेंड्स मिलके, वैसे करते जाओ. इसको आप ऐसा ना समझें कि ये डिस्कशन चल रहा है, आप ऐसा समझें कि हॉस्टल के अंदर डिस्कशन चल रहा है, जीडी नहीं चल रहा. और हॉस्टल के अंदर डिस्कशन चल रहा है तो आपने उनकी बातें सुननी है, अपनी बातें भी रखनी है, लेकिन थोड़ा सा प्रोफेशनली करना है. किसी को कट नहीं बहुत ज्यादा करना है, अपनी बात भी रखनी है, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं कि बिल्कुल भी कट नहीं करना है. ग्रुप डिस्कशन में कट कर सकते हो आप, अननेसेसरी नहीं करना बहुत ज्यादा, लेकिन कट कर सकते हो और अपनी बात भी रख सकते हो. प्रैक्टिस विल मेक यू परफेक्ट. जितनी आप प्रैक्टिस करेंगे और आप अपना एनालिसिस करेंगे तो उतना ही आपको इस चीज का बेनिफिट होगा. सो अब मैं टॉपिक आपको दे रहा हूं, प्लीज राइट द टॉपिक एंड देन 2 मिनट आपको दूंगा सोचने के लिए, फिर हर एक आदमी इंट्रोड्यूस करेगा. राइट. सो टॉपिक का नाम है रोल ऑफ यूथ इन नेशनल डेवलपमेंट. रोल ऑफ यूथ, मैं लिख भी रहा हूं इसको, रोल ऑफ यूथ इन नेशनल डेवलपमेंट. रिसेंटली एक किसी जीडी का ये पार्ट था, वहां पे पूछा गया था. तो ये टॉपिक है रोल ऑफ यूथ इन नेशनल डेवलपमेंट. आपको इस टॉपिक के बारे में बात करनी है. सो यू हैव 2 मिनट्स. फिर मैं एक एक के पास आऊंगा एंड देन यू विल इंट्रोड्यूस दिस टॉपिक टू अदर्स. ओके, आई थिंक आशीष अग्रवाल से स्टार्ट करते हैं. आशीष, टॉपिक को इंट्रोड्यूस कीजिए.
Hello friends, I am glad to get the opportunity to start the discussion. The topic given to us is role of youth in national development. It is a very relevant topic at the present time. First of all, let us see what is national development. The national development means the overall development of the nation in which everybody is getting benefited. Everybody now presently the startups which are coming in to the society, the is the pandemic. There are many of a situation like pros also, cons also, but youth will decide. Uh, the young generation minds will decide. Uh, will get new ideas for the society. So I would like the discussion to be around this topic. I open the house for the discussion.
Okay. Now I go to Sanjeev Jha.
Good evening, friends. My name is Sanjeev, and I take the opportunity to initiate the discussion. Friends, the topic given for us for today's discussion is role of youth for national development. I think it is a very relevant topic and even important topic. I could classify the whole topic in different subsections like role of youth in national development, and national development is classified into economic development, social development, political development, and cultural development. I think we should discuss this topic on these subsections. Now, I'd like to open the house for the discussion. Thank you.
Okay, Vikas.
Sir. Good evening, friends. My name is Vikas Rajput. I am glad to introduce. I am glad to start the discussion. Uh, Basically, the topic for today's discussion given is a role of youth in national development. According to me, it is a very serious topic because we have to understand that youth are the basic backbone of any for development of any nation. So here we discuss about that youth. We have to discuss about that how youth will help uh, for development of a nation by their innovative ideas and uh, and their work culture and their work. So I am open the discussion for all.
Okay, now Nilendra.
Good evening, friends. My name is Nilendra Pandey, and I would like to take this opportunity to introduce today's group discussion to you all. Today's topic is role of youth in national development. I think this is a very generic topic, a topic of current relevance, and a very thought-provoking topic. You know, we all are recent graduates, so we all belong to the category of youth. So I think we are best suited for this type of discussion. It is said that India is the youngest country, so I think we should discuss on it that how youth can contribute to have a contribution in national development. I would like to divide this topic into three parts. First of all would be what is the significance of this topic, why are we talking about the contribution of youth in national development. So let's discuss about that. The second thing would be the different type of roles that can be implemented by the youth, that can be further categorized on the basis of age groups, on the basis of professions, etc. And the third one will be the solutions, how we can implement that so that there can be large participation of youth in the development of the country. Now I think you'll all have some beautiful points to contribute, so I would like to open the house for discussion.
Okay. Okay, Naveen.
Uh, Good evening, everyone. Today we are getting the topic of role of youth in national development. As here have two keywords that we should focus. That is, first is youth, and second is national development. As from the Indian prospectus, apart from the words you other fellow mates describe, I think that India is one of the developing country, and its economy is been developing. We are expecting to grow to the 5 trillion. So we can also topic discuss on the development role of youth in this prospectus of national development, so that we can convert our developing country into a developed country. As well as same time, we are facing a lot of problem like large population, big diversities. So how our youth can take all these big issues and try to develop our country from a developing stage to a developed things. For that all role, I want to open the discussion for our house. Thank you.
Okay, Realme Narzo, what is your name?
Sorry, sir. My name is Karthik Jaiswal. I was in hurry, that's why. Okay, sir. So, good evening, friends. My name is Karthik Jaiswal, and I take the initiative to start the discussion. Friends, the topic given for today's discussion is role of youth in national development. So, if we are going to talk about the youth and what youth can do, and as you know, according to the current scenario in our India, the largest population of youth are present, and we have to think it into positive way. And we are graduate, you know, and we are going to think that how we can contribute in our India to developing all the things. And as you know, whatever my friend had already mentioned that our India is developing country, so how we can contribute to make it a developed country? Because you know, we have a issue with population growth. Our population is growing day by day with a, you can say that, a very high rate. So how we can convert it into, how we can see it into a positive way, how we can apply our mind in a positive direction so that our nation should be get profitable. We are going to talk about that, and now I am open. Now I am open the house for group discussion.
Okay, so now I think everybody has introduced this topic, and now we enter into the second part of the discussion, in which 10 to 15 minutes you will get, where you will listen to others and you will give your own points, and you will get the credit on the basis of how innovative and relevant point you are giving, and how good listener are you, and how good you are in coordinating with others. These are the parameters on the basis of which you are going to get the marks in this particular section. So after some time, then we will conclude. Only one fellow will get chance to conclude. So after 10 to 15 minutes, I'll come and then tell you to conclude, so anyone can conclude on that. So now please go ahead and discuss the topic.
मुझे लगता है कि एक कोरे कागज में ही लिखा जा सकता है, इसीलिए यूथ एक यंग माइंड है, नया माइंड है, तो वो एक उसमें अच्छे से आइडियाज आते होंगे, इसीलिए उसके द्वारा ही मतलब इनोवेशन बहुत अच्छा हो पाएगा नेशन का.
Yeah, I agree with Ashish, and I would like to first tell about the significance why we are discussing this. See, why are we talking about youth? I think there are three different age groups. One is children, the other one is youth, and the other one is the old age people. Now, youth has some qualities which are not found in every age group. Youth has both certain level of maturity and it has energy. It can give creative ideas. It has the ability to take risks. If you talk about children, they have energy, but they don't have maturity. If you talk about old age people, they have certain sense of maturity, but they are not that much energetic. So I think if we harness this energy, these qualities of youth in a better way on a national level, they can definitely contribute towards national growth and development.
And also our country is a young nation, so it is very beneficial that means job creation happen, and economically we should contribute to our nation, and that way national development will happen.
Yeah, I'm completely agree with whatever my friends has been shared, and I am completely agree with whatever the quotes shared by one of my friend in Hindi. So I would like to appreciate that. Okay, so I think our topic is just relevant and it's very innovational. So we are talking about youth, and we all are youth here. So what we have to do to develop our country, and what we should do to include our country in also developed country. Youth has to take responsibility, and everyone has a creative idea. Everyone has their own mind, and we have to come in unity, and we have to apply our knowledge in a positive direction. Just like that, we are if you are talking about the technology, technology
Yes.
are growing very fast, just like CS and IT branches, you can say that. So
Yeah,
okay.
I'm
So-
okay with your point that you are saying the right word, that we need what we can do as a youth for the national development. That is a correct thing we need to discuss here. I think that what we can do as for the national development, currently we are suffering from our minds. We know that our young minds are working from the America to the every country, which are working very good. Right now, the Rishi Sonak, which will becoming the considered as a candidate for the PM of the UK. He is also from the Indian origin. So we are all said that our youth has a great mind. Now, what we need to do for our national development? Let first we talk about the what we are lacking of as a national. What we are lack of? We are lacking of a tech. We need a good technology to harness all the great power potential we have, so that we can, as we have a good technology, as if we like if we took from the engine, like currently India is been not manufacturing any engine for its aircraft, like for the Tejas. It was India is
And yeah, Naveen,
want
I'm
to make all its indigenous work, but so we should focus on our like tech is the one of the fundamental things. Like we should focus as a youth, we should focus on technology. This is my first point I want to tell in front of you guys. You should
And yeah, Naveen,
And
I'm
I would like
completely,
to
I'm
add to this
completely
point
agree
that
with Naveen. So, young should get motivation from, you can say that in any country, just like CEO of Google, Satya Nadella and Nadella, so many things, so many persons are popular because of they are belong from India. So we have to take motivation. And we are talking about technology. You can say that if we take opportunity, just like the when we are in COVID situation, government ordered that we have to ban Chinese apps. So our India came forward at that time, and they invented so many good apps which are going, you can say that very good. And that's why I am saying that, if you are talking about the technology, our younger generation, our elder generation don't know about how to use mobile phones and how to use this type of technology things, but we know about this, and we have to put this idea into our environment. We have to put something like that. And a lot of young, you can say that, like Alak Pandey and Kartike Pandey, there are so many teachers also who are coming onto the online platform, and they are using this technology in a very good way. So we have to also come forward and take this type of step.
Okay, I agree with you. And to take your point forward, I would like to say that there are some, before considering the role of youth, let us look at some of the problems they are facing. The first problem of they are facing is that unemployment. We have a large number of youths, but we have them, but they are unemployed. They are unemployed, and unemployed youth can never be an asset for the nation. They'll always be a liability. So to improve that, what we can do is that we should look at our education, the condition of education in the society. We should first improve that. We should introduce more practical courses in the education, so that we can convert that youth into a useful workforce that can contribute towards the development of the country.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
okay,
agree
you
with
completely
should
your
agree
enter
with.
point.
in political system also. I think
Nilendra
you
is
should
right
enter in the
that
political system also, so that
I am
they can
complete.
make decision, and
Nilendra
then
is
from there, from
yeah,
Please,
the top to down approach
please
should
give
be
chance.
happening.
I would like I would like the group to give the chance to Vikas also to speak for the topic.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so no one is speaking.
Okay,
actually
Vikas.
Vikas, you
I
are
want
mute.
to
I
Okay,
think you are mute.
okay, I
I
think
Vikas, you are
Sorry, yes, sir. Hello,
I
hello.
want
whatever
to
my
add
friend
I
whatever
want
my
to add
friend
one
has
my
been discussed
point.
here, employment and education rate is most important to generate India, because of, if you have knowledge, you can do anything. First thing is education, and it's the right of democratic India. And what government is doing, government is also doing good thing. You can think that, a government is using the 10% of GDP, about 20 lakh crore rupees, investing in Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Yojana. That's the good. The government is trying to make our youth skillful. They are working on that, and they use 10% of GDP into this. I should
Is
appreciate
that
that
data is correct?
step of the
This
government.
20 lakh crore in Kaushal Yojana, is that data is correct? Means, have you verified that 20
I
lakh
want,
crore
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Kaushal Yojana?
I verified this data. I verified 10% of GDP, 20 lakh crore.
yeah, I want to add something more. Like we are discussing about innovation ideas, and apart from that, we have another work that we have. हमें क्या करना चाहिए कि हमें आसपास जो अपने लोग हैं, जो मतलब कि हमसे ओल्ड एज है एंड जो आने वाली जनरेशन है, उनको जागरूक करना भी एक यूथ का ही काम है, क्योंकि वही उनको आगे आने वाले फ्यूचर के बारे में बताएंगे कि चीजें कैसे होती हैं, कि क्या सही डिसीजन होना चाहिए, क्या गलत डिसीजन है। तो वो चीजें हम बताएंगे, तभी जाके आगे
Yes, you are correct.
कंट्री डेवलपमेंट होगा कंट्री का।
Yes, because I agree with
Yes,
you. And
yes,
to take your
correct.
point forward, I would like to say that the problem of youth can be best understood by the youths only. So if we took today in the world, I'll give you an example, the decision making power or the head of the nations, we see that the age group is decreasing. If you look at the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, he's also very young. Take the Prime Minister of Finland,
Yes,
Sanna
sir.
Marin, they are all young
Yes.
decision makers. So I think
Yes.
politically also we need to increase the representation of youth so that they can understand the problem, what the youth problem of the youth, and they can take decisions on behalf of them.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. एक्चुअली क्या यूथ को भी आगे
Yes,
चल के
sir.
पॉलिटिक्स में इन्वॉल्व होना चाहिए ताकि वो क्या करे, न्यू
वो decision ले सकें.
होने वाले यंग माइंड
Absolutely. I think I should forward this discussion. Whatever you are discussing, guys, you are only talking about the problems what our youth are facing. So I am totally agree with all of you. So I think we should think upon the what should be the solution for this. And our government, I have already mentioned that government is doing good thing, but I think government should add one subject there, because of when we are in class 10th, we have to face this type of issue, because of you don't know where we have to go, which stream we have to select. We have to select a bio stream, we have to become doctor or engineer, because of this has to be subject, and there should be a correct mentor to you can say that to direct youth in a right direction, because there should be a mentor. If there is one mentor, we are going to be in direct direction, and our youth are going to be work. And I can believe in our India, because of you can if we are talking about the history of India, you can take the lot of example, lot of leaders who are in a very little age and doing this lot of things. You can talk about Rani Lakshmibai, and this type of leaders you can talk about. And you can see a lot of chess competition also, and you can see the about I have listened from news that 13 years or 15 years old child is going to crack the world chess championship. So guys, don't need about the worry, and our youth is so hard working, because of our India is a country of youth.
I am agreeing with your point. One thing I want to add here is that we all know that our youth is capable of doing the many things with limited resources, and our ISRO do all these things, and this is our youth. It can do anything. My point is that how our youth should work on the national development, how we can work as a what point should our youth focus when it want to develop its nation. First of all, Nilendra tell that our youth need to come to the politics so that we can increase. There should be our objective is that we should be more politically active for our country. It is one of the objective we need to do. Second thing is that as we know, India is a big country. The population is very much high, so we can't generate too much government jobs. So what we need to do is that to remove this unemployment, we should focus our startup. We should learn more for the practical knowledge.
Yeah, I am completely
as an Indian student, we should focus on the practical knowledge.
Yeah, that's why our government has been employed this type of schemes.
Yes, to increase the practical knowledge, we can do vocational training or some kind of training, so that they can get the practical knowledge for the things.
Yes.
That's the thing, Nilan. I am completely agree with you.
Yes. Right now, I am
our government is implementing so many plans right now. You can see a lot of youth implement skills also, and you have to, education is important, but the job you can see about, you can see the job, but you have to innovate.
National development के बहुत सारे parts हो सकते हैं, economic national development is the part of जैसे economic development, cultural development. इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट में इंडिया का यूथ ये कर सकता है कि जो न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी आते हैं उसकी मदद से हम बैंकिंग सिस्टम को ऐसा इंप्रूव करें कि ताकि सबके लिए सहूलियत हो. और कल्चरली हम लोग ये भी कर सकते हैं कि जो जगह जगह के डिफरेंट कल्चर्स है, डांस हो गए, सॉन्ग्स हो गए, वो अलग अलग प्लेटफॉर्म में जाके उसको विकसित करें ताकि सब जगह फैले. हमारे इंडिया का ये यंग जनरेशन ही डांस वांस कर सकता है, बहुत ही मोटिवेशन के साथ कर सकता है. जो ओल्ड पीपल है वो उतना नहीं करेंगे.
Guys,
I want to add one point, friend. I want to add one point that our youth is facing problems like mental health issues, physical health issues also. So if they are not healthy, then how can they add to our national development? So first we should focus on their health problems also, because unemployment is high. So mental health issues bound to occur. That's
one thing I should add here,
yoga and meditation and mental health issues also, so that they
one thing,
more and more to
I am completely agree with Sanjeev Jha. Whatever he said, I would like to appreciate that thought. You know what I want to say, that if you are talking about the skills, so you can see that a lot of people who are illiterate but they have good skills of cricket or hockey or each
Yes,
and
yes,
everything,
correct.
even
Yes,
listening
yes,
skills. But due to
Yes,
you
yes,
can say
that
that
is correct.
due to lack of you can say the lack of system and lack of things, because of no one is going to understand their skills whatever they have, because of government should have to take an initiative to start this type of thing, to take the
I
skills from
appreciate
the
your
from
point,
our
but
village.
here we are discussing about role of youth, not how we
Yes,
can,
yes.
Yeah,
how youth can be
This is
developed.
correct.
Here we
yeah,
are,
you are,
here the
This is
discussion
correct.
is
Yeah.
role of youth in national development. So we
you are
should
right,
be
but
talking about. Yes,
Ashish Agrawal, you are right. I'm completely
yes,
agree with you.
yes,
I
yes.
know my topic. This topic is totally generated, totally related with that. That's why I am taking this point.
Yeah, yeah, but
For youth development, this is necessary to understand what the innovative idea youth have. If you are not understanding youth, how you can think about that our national development should be possible. Firstly, we have to understand our youth, what they want to do.
Yeah,
Okay.
real me. I'm like I considered your point in this function, but the main objective, the main point, what our country is lagging from. Let me recall all these things. First of all, the problem is of unemployment. So, second problem is of poverty. Third is that we are more relevant on the outside energy. Like for our power, what we are importing the crude oil from outside. Like, and the fourth is the mental health that we all discuss in this discussion. So these are the problem what our country is facing right now. So these all are to overcome all these things, that we should focus. Then this discussion will be more relevant for the thing we can, the more conclusion we can get from this thing, according to mine. First, I think that for the
Oh,
problem of
yeah, yeah. I'm okay.
unemployment, for the problem of unemployment, I think the startup scenario is currently going on. We should increase it more, so that the
yeah,
problem
yeah.
of
I totally,
unemployment can be
yeah.
reduced. So in this
What
way
according to me,
we can yes.
the most important thing youth should do, because of government is implementing so many rules, but youth has to support that. Youth has to, you can say that, share that in the village, in the market, that this skill is going on, and you have to come into the market and you have to
Awareness,
start up your
awareness,
business.
Awareness.
Yeah,
awareness.
Awareness
that's the thing.
programs.
That sentence, that's what I was finding that. So that's the
Currently
thing, we
India
have to
is
awareness.
currently India is working as a digital. India is a fast growing country that is working so much digitally right now. Currently US
Digital.
is not working that much. Currently the SJ Sankar statement that my student my he give a sentence in which it was reflecting that he shows that India is currently more digitalized as compared to the USA, because we are paying online and all sort of things that is not there in
Yes, sir,
UPI
yes.
system.
So no,
Correct.
I
we
want
can.
India is growing good. India is growing good, but the other factor which we can solve using the digital things that we should discuss on this GD, that will be more effective.
Okay, please conclude now.
And okay, so I would like to take this
Okay.
opportunity to conclude on behalf of this group. I think we had a very constructive discussion, and we reached consensus on some points. First of all, we discussed that technology can be one of the areas in which we can employ the youth, because they are young and they have a creative mind, so that they can work in this technology and can contribute towards national development. Then a friend of mine talked about health. He said that if the mental health and the physical health of youth is not good, he cannot become an asset for the nation. And if the health is good, they can also take parts in sports and dance activities that are also that will also contribute towards the national development. The third one is the problem of unemployment, because unemployed youth cannot become an asset for the nation. So for that, we discuss various solutions like startups we can start, so that we can give employment, and also vocational training and some courses can be given to them. The third one was the political representation, because in my opinion, the problems of youth can be understood by the youth itself. So I think they should start taking part in decision making. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, now let me give you the feedback first and then we go forward. So, role of youth in national development. Whenever GD topic is given to you, try to understand the topic very well and try to stick around the topic. You should not deviate from the topic. Like, if you start mentioning what the problems youth is facing and all, So that may be deviation, but you need to come back. You need to come back and you need to stick around the topic, because you will not get much chance. You'll get 2-3 sentences to speak, and that you need to stick around the topic, and you need to give the points relevant for that. Problems of youth in India, that is an important topic, GD topic hai wo alag se. And when we say role of youth in national development, nowhere India is mentioned. So you need to see the, basically the domain in which you want to discuss. So it is for entire world. You could have used it for entire world, and some of you gave even example also, like Prime Minister of Canada, Nilendra told. So that can also be done. So now topic was role of youth in national development. Like Ashish gave the introduction. Ashish will give 6.5 marks, and you need to score 7.5 plus. He said relevant, and at present it is this particular time it is very relevant topic. National development is required, startups are required, new ideas. So they are the clean slate, he said in the discussion. So that is how Ashish picked it up. So the performance of Ashish is better than earlier, Ashish. Earlier you were not in position to speak at all, but now you have started speaking. 3-4 there in the GD, there are always some important points. There are always some kind of clues, and there are some important actually points. If you focus on that, it becomes very easy. I'll discuss with you that also. Then Sanjeev said it is relevant and important, and Sanjeev divided this into national development. He divided into various aspects like economic, political, social, cultural. But Sanjeev, you did not say anything about the topic. So you said, okay, national development could be categorized and we should talk about this particular thing, but you could have also said something about role of youth. टॉपिक के बारे में कुछ ना कुछ तो बोल सकते हो तुम, कैसे क्या बात क्या डिस्कशन करना है उसका आगे, that is one part. लेकिन जो टॉपिक दे रखा है स्टेटमेंट, उसके बारे में कुछ ना कुछ बोला जा सकता है. I'll tell you what is the meaning of that. So संजीव को I'll also give 6.5. संजीव ने बॉडी के बीच में बहुत ज्यादा डिस्कशन नहीं किया. So in the main body, Sanjeev, you should try to enter and you should try to speak. Because you said this is a serious topic. Actually, it is not a serious topic. And you said it's their youth are backbone of the nation and all. But because आपने पूरी तरह से introduction को complete नहीं किया. So you need to follow the format. You need to speak something about the topic. And आपने introduction में बहुत नहीं बोला. So I'll give you 6 marks विकास, और body में भी तुम बीच में कम बोल रहे थे. नरेंद्र ने इसको बहुत अच्छे तरीके से इंट्रोड्यूस किया. जनरिक टॉपिक, रेलिवेंट एंड थॉट प्रोवोकिंग टॉपिक है. एंड इंडिया का जो यूथ है वो हम एक यंग नेशन में काउंट होते हैं. इसका मीनिंग क्या है, दैट यू नीड टू नो. वी आर ऑल यूथ, सो वी कैन ऑल कनेक्ट विद द टॉपिक. ये एक बहुत अच्छी लाइन होती है कि फ्रेंड्स वी ऑल आर टेक्नोक्रेट्स, सो वी कैन कनेक्ट विद द टेक्नोलॉजी. फ्रेंड्स वी आर ऑल यूथ, सो वी कैन कनेक्ट विद द प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ यूथ. तो उसने वो लाइन नरेंद्र ने यूज किया. Then he said, okay, let's divide it into why we are talking about this particular topic and what are the different roles as per the age group, professional. उसने ऐसा categorize करने का try किया. Later on, he also gave some example and he kept on speaking in between also Nilendra. So Nilendra को I'll give you 7.5 and that आपका introduction वगैरह, body वगैरह ठीक था. Conclusion भी आपने अच्छा कर दिया, लेकिन try to improve upon the things. Then Naveen said, okay, youth and national development in 2 points पे focus करते हैं. क्या है youth, क्या है national development. हमारा huge population है, diversity है, issues हैं, 5 trillion economy है, हमें क्या lack कर रहे हैं, हमें पता होना चाहिए. So all ये points नवीन ने बोले. ये points content enrichment थोड़ी सी और चाहिए. नवीन आपने बात किया, अपने body में बोले, लेकिन थोड़ा और content enrichment is required. So I'll give you 6.5 for that. Karthike, in the introduction part, Karthike could not very well introduce, but body part में Karthike काफी participate करता रहा. पहली स्टेज यही होती है, तुम्हें बोलना होता है. जैसे Karthike बहुत बोल रहा है, बहुत बीच में अपना इनपुट दे रहा है, तो पहली स्टेज यही है, और खासकर प्रैक्टिस में तो यही है. उसका कंटेंट आपको एनरिच करना होता है. We are graduate, he said, so how we can contribute, we should know. population growth की बात की, टेक्नोलॉजी यूज करना है. तो कार्तिकेय ने बहुत से पॉइंट्स बॉडी में भी दिए हैं. वो बोल रहा था और वो विजिबल भी हो रहा था बॉडी के अंदर. सो ऑब्वियसली विद प्रैक्टिस कार्तिकेय विल स्टार्ट टॉकिंग थिंग्स वेरी रेलिवेंट टू द टॉपिक, एंड बाकियों को भी चांस आप दे सकते हो बीच में बोलने का. तो इट इज गुड प्रैक्टिस, अच्छा प्रैक्टिस है, करते रहो कार्तिकेय. एंड आई विल गिव यू 6.5 फॉर योर दिस एंटायर डिस्कशन. अब देखो, ये जैसे टॉपिक है रोल ऑफ यूथ इन नेशनल डेवलपमेंट, ये इसमें हर टॉपिक में ना कुछ पॉइंट्स आप याद रख लेना जो आप कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हो। जैसे ये टॉपिक आपको दिया हुआ रोल ऑफ यूथ इन नेशनल डेवलपमेंट, जो भी स्टेटमेंट दी जाती है उस स्टेटमेंट के बारे में कुछ ना कुछ बोल सकते हो। वी ऑल एग्री दैट यस यूथ आर टू प्ले अ वेरी क्रूशियल रोल इन द नेशनल डेवलपमेंट, so you can agree with the statement. So friends, I am of the opinion that youth का रोल बहुत ज्यादा है नेशनल डेवलपमेंट में। इफ आई टॉक अबाउट इंडिया, अब ये इंडिया के बारे में नहीं है, तो अगर आपको इंडिया की बात करनी है तो आप ऐसा बोलो। इफ आई टॉक अबाउट इंडिया, इंडिया इज अ very populated country, but the good thing is we are the youngest nation as far as the average age of the population is concerned. That is a good thing for the country, but at the same time population has to be quality population. That means it should contribute, it should basically be skilled population, not unskilled only. So if we are to make use of the energy of the youth for economic development, we need to make them skillful and all. So आप शुरू में एक लाइन बोल सकते हैं कि friends we all are youth, so we can connect very well with this particular topic। जो नीलेंद्र ने बोला ये भी एक आपका अच्छी लाइन होती है। एक ये भी लाइन होती है कि yes youth is going to play a very crucial role in the national development, especially because they are in the productive age, और वो उनके पास एनर्जी होती है और वो कंट्री की इकोनॉमी डेवलपमेंट में अपना कंट्रीब्यूशन दे सकते हैं। वो किसी भी कंट्री के यूथ के लिए वो बात सही है, लेकिन इंडिया के लिए ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है बिकॉज इंडिया डेवलपिंग स्टेज में है अभी। तो एक यूथ का जो कंट्रीब्यूशन है दैट बिकम्स वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। एंड नाउअडेज द डेवलपमेंट इज लार्जली टेक्नोलॉजिकल डेवलपमेंट एंड ऑल, सो यूथ नीड्स टू बी स्किल्ड। ऐसे कुछ ना कुछ लाइन से स्टार्ट करो इंट्रोडक्शन में। आप एग्री करते हो नहीं एग्री करते हो, इस स्टेटमेंट के बारे में कुछ तो बोलो। फ्रेंड्स दिस इज वेरी रेलिवेंट टॉपिक, फ्रेंड्स दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक, वो तो समझ आ गया। पर आप बोलते क्या हो, रोल ऑफ यूथ क्या होता है नेशनल डेवलपमेंट में, कुछ तो बोलोगे उस बारे में, या ऐसा बोलो नहीं आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड, आई डोंट बिलीव दैट यूथ इज गोइंग टू प्ले एनी रोल इन नेशनल डेवलपमेंट, तो आपने डिसएग्री किया। बट ये स्टेटमेंट ऐसी है कि इसमें एग्री करना है तुम्हें, तो एग्री करो। वो लाइन तो किसी ने भी नहीं बोली। तो फ्रेंड्स इन माय ओपिनियन यूथ इज गोइंग टू प्ले अ वेरी क्रूशियल रोल इन द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ एनी नेशन, especially for India, because India is to develop now in next couple of decades, and India is a largest developing economy in the world, so youth का रोल और भी ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है। अगर मैं बात करता हूँ यूरोप की, अगर मैं बात करता हूँ डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज की, वहां पे क्या है कि डेवलपमेंट हो चुका है जितना होना है। अब वहां पे यूथ कुछ करे चाहे ना करे, वहां पे कोई रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है। दुबई की बात करते हैं, दुबई में जितने जो सिटीजन हैं दुबई के, वो एंजॉय करते हैं, वो यूथ कोई काम नहीं करता, आराम से पैसे कमा रहे हैं। इंडियन, बांग्लादेशी, पाकिस्तानी काम कर रहे हैं वहां जाके, हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं, हमें अपनी फैमिली चलानी, वो तो टूरिज्म से कमा रहे हैं। तो उनके यूथ को कोई काम नहीं करना, वो एंजॉय कर रहे हैं। अभी हम एंजॉय नहीं कर सकते। ये वैसे ही है कि अगर आपके बाप दादा ने कमा के छोड़ दिया तो आपको काम करने की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है, लेकिन अगर हम ही को डेवलप करना है, हमारे बाप दादा ने कुछ छोड़ा नहीं हमारे लिए, हमें ही को डेवलप करना है, तो भाई काम तो करना पड़ेगा। तो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी किस बच्चे की ज्यादा होती है मेहनत करने की, सब कुछ करने की, जिसके बाप दादा छोड़ के नहीं जाते हैं चीजें बहुत ज्यादा, उसको तो डेवलप करना ही करना है अपने आप को। पर जो डेवलप हो चुकी हैं कंट्रीज, उन्होंने सस्टेन करना है अपने आप को, दैट इज हाउ इट इज। तो इंडिया के केस में यूथ को और ज्यादा रोल है यूथ का डेवलपमेंट के मामले में, ये चीज आपको एग्री करनी। उसके बाद ऑब्वियसली यूथ नेशनल डेवलपमेंट में आप बोल सकते हैं कि नेशनल डेवलपमेंट का मीनिंग क्या है, इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट, देन टेक्नोलॉजिकल डेवलपमेंट, एंड टू कीप डिविसिव फोर्सेस अवे। जैसे जो फोर्सेस कंट्री को डिवाइड कर सकती हैं उनको भी दूर रखना है, वो भी यूथ ही समझ पाएगा, क्योंकि एजुकेटेड है, उस एज ग्रुप में है। कि आज अगर कोई हमारी कंट्रीज में डिविसिव पॉलिसीज क्रिएट करता है, चाहे कम्युनल वायलेंस के बेस पे है, चाहे वो कास्टिज्म के बेस पे है, अगर कंट्री को डिसइंटीग्रेट करने वाली फोर्सेस की बात की जाए तो वो उनसे ओनली यूथ ही बचा सकता है कंट्री को। आज हमारा कंट्री बहुत डाइवर्स है और डाइवर्सिटी इज द ब्यूटी ऑफ अवर कंट्री। सो यूनिटी इन डाइवर्सिटी को रिटेन करना भी यूथ का काम है। सो यूथ अपने आप का स्किल एनहांस करे, यूथ अपने आप को जितना ग्रो करेगा, यूथ जितना अब हमारा कंट्री जो है वो ट्रांजिशन स्टेज से भी गुजर रहा है, जिसमें प्राइवेट डोमेन की वैल्यू हमें बढ़ानी पड़ेगी, पब्लिक गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर के ऊपर डिपेंडेंस कम करके हमें प्राइवेट की वैल्यू करनी पड़ेगी, तो सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट की तरफ चीज जाएगी। तो यूथ को स्किल एनहांस करके सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट की तरफ भी जाना पड़ेगा। तो यूथ के ऊपर क्या क्या रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज हैं वो हमें देखना पड़ेगा। एंड अनदर, यूथ को जो पॉपुलेशन अभी ओल्ड होती जा रही है उनका भी यूथ को टेक केयर करना है, तो वो भी बेसिकली एक इंपॉर्टेंट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है यूथ के ऊपर। तो नेशनल डेवलपमेंट का मीनिंग क्या है, यूथ उसमें क्या रोल प्ले कर सकता है, क्या यूथ के सामने रिस्ट्रिक्शंस हैं, नेशनल डेवलपमेंट के डायरेक्शन में यूथ जब काम करना ट्राई करेगा तो उसको अपनी स्किल बढ़ानी है। अभी स्किल अगर नहीं बढ़ रही तो उसके क्या कारण है, उनको कैसे डू अवे हम करेंगे, ये हमारा टॉपिक है। नेशनल डेवलपमेंट, यूथ का रोल नेशनल डेवलपमेंट में, तो तभी होगा अगर इकोनॉमी और टेक्नोलॉजी में कंट्रीब्यूट करेगा, तभी होगा अगर काम करेगा, तभी होगा अगर सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयड होगा, तभी होगा अगर एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप बने में जाएगा, तभी होगा अगर अपनी स्किल बढ़ाएगा, तभी होगा अगर एजुकेट होगा, तभी होगा अगर वो मेहनत करेगा। और साथ साथ ही तो उसकी नॉलेज से रिलेटेड है, उसको अपने मॉरल प्रिंसिपल्स, एथिक्स, वो सारे के सारे भी उसको वैल्यू सिस्टम डेवलप करना पड़ेगा, तभी एक ग्रेट नेशन हमारा बनेगा। और यूथ को ऐसी अपनी एनर्जी जो है वेस्ट नहीं करनी है। जैसे यूथ अगर गलत कंपनी में है या ड्रग्स वगैरह लेते हैं, यूथ जो करते हैं या अपने नशे में चले जाते हैं, उनको वो चीज अवॉइड करनी है क्योंकि उनकी एनर्जी बहुत प्रीशियस है। इस तरीके से आप ये पूरे डिस्कशन को फील कर सकते थे। देखो, आपका इंटरव्यू हो चाहे ग्रुप डिस्कशन हो, आपकी परफॉर्मेंस तभी आएगी अगर तुम टॉपिक को फील करोगे एंड देन यू विल स्पीक इट। अगर तुम टॉपिक को फील नहीं किए और बस ये सोचा कि मेरे को बोलना है कुछ ना कुछ, तो नंबर नहीं मिलते हैं उसके। उसको पता होता है कि ये पॉइंट बोल रहा है लेकिन इसका दम नहीं है, इसके पॉइंट में कोई वैल्यू नहीं है, और डेविएट नहीं करना है टॉपिक से। दूसरी बात ये याद रखना, टॉपिक के आसपास मंडराते रहो, टॉपिक के आसपास मंडराओ, काम की बात बोलते रहो, 100% तुम्हें मार्क्स मिल जाते हैं। थोड़ा थोड़ा बोलते रहो, काम की बात बोलो, टॉपिक के पास रहो, ये थंब रूल है उसका। सो ये था आपका सारे का सारा टॉपिक। और अब ऐसा किया करो, ये तो जो हमारा जीडी होता है ना, ये तुम्हारा यूट्यूब पे भी शेयर हो जाता है, उसको अपनी परफॉर्मेंस को भी एनालिसिस किया करो कि मैं कम क्यों बोल रहा हूँ, मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, अभी कैसे बोल रहा हूँ। सेल्फ असेसमेंट भी करनी है। एक तो मैंने तुम्हारी दे दी, एक सेल्फ असेसमेंट देनी है। नंबर 2, आपने ये टॉपिक, अब आपको पता लगे कि इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक आ सकता है, तो अभी इमीडिएटली क्या करो कि जैसे जीडी खत्म होगा, टॉपिक कॉपी में लिखा, इसके 4, 5, 6 पॉइंट्स, इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स कॉपी में जोट डाउन कर लिए कि प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ यूथ इन इंडिया, रोल ऑफ यूथ इन नेशनल डेवलपमेंट, ये टॉपिक्स इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स हैं। तो आप उनको फिर लिखोगे कि अगर ऐसा टॉपिक आ गया तो मैं क्या कंट्रीब्यूट, मैं क्या बोलूंगा। कुछ पॉइंट्स मैंने आपको बताया, कुछ टॉपिक्स पॉइंट्स आप सोचोगे, अकॉर्डिंगली ये हम इसको करते हैं। फाइन। सो ऑल फ्रॉम माय साइड, नो एनीथिंग यू वांट टू आस्क और टेल?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir, for providing us a lot of knowledge about how to do GD. Sir, this was my first day, so I was hesitating a lot. So how I can start and how I can speak in between. So, sir, my interview is on 2nd of September. I am preparing for on-campus placement. So, sir, I want, sir, that I have to do 2 to 3 GDs before 2nd of
रात को
September.
भी है मेरे ख्याल 10:30 बजे, उसमें भी आ जाओ। 10:30 पे भी जीडी है आज एक, उसमें भी आ जाओ, अगर जगह मिले तो उसमें भी पार्टिसिपेट करो।
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
करते जाओ, पार्टिसिपेट करो और हो जाएगा। राइट? एनीथिंग एल्स यू वांट टू से, आस्क और टेल एनीथिंग?
Sir, I want to ask sir, actually sir, आपने बोला कि कंटेंट इनरिचमेंट में थोड़ी जरूरत है सर, लेकिन सर मुझे लगा कि वो पॉइंट बोले सर कि जैसे अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट बोला, पॉवर्टी बोला, कहीं ना कहीं डेवलपिंग कंट्री बोला, फिर मतलब किस और फैक्टर में बोल सकता था, मतलब जैसे आप
मतलब ये है कि पॉइंट देखो, कभी भी टॉपिक अपने आप में कोई पॉइंट बोलना अपने आप में सेंटेंस नहीं बनता। वो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट के बारे में आपने बात बोला, लेकिन एम्प्लॉयमेंट को कैसे जोड़ा अपने इस टॉपिक के साथ, वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। जैसे आपने बोला रोल ऑफ यूथ इन नेशनल डेवलपमेंट, तो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट क्या है, तो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट को जोड़ना पड़ेगा आपको इसके साथ कि अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट जो है वो बेसिकली लार्जली यूथ सोचता है कि पब्लिक सेक्टर, गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर या ऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर के अंदर जॉब ही एम्प्लॉयमेंट है। अगर जॉब्स की कमी है तो उसको यूथ को स्किल एनहांस करना पड़ेगा, सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयड बनना पड़ेगा। ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है यूथ के ऊपर, सो दैट वो अपना भी इनकम जनरेट कर सके और उस तरीके से अपना बेसिकली नेशनल इकोनॉमी में भी डेवलप कर सके। तो जो भी तुम बोल रहे हो उसको टॉपिक की तरफ को ले आओ, टॉपिक की तरफ लेके आना।
एक सेंटेंस ज्यादा बोल नहीं पाता हूँ सर।
हाँ, तो एक सेंटेंस करके बोलो, बार बार बोलो।
इस तरह भी एक सेंटेंस बोला, फिर थोड़ी देर के बाद कुछ आता है, फिर
थोड़ी देर बाद दोबारा एक और सेंटेंस बोलो, क्या ट्रबल है? 2-3 इकट्ठे सेंटेंस नहीं बोलोगे, एक एक बोलते रहो थोड़ी देर बाद। आशीष, जैसे कोई अच्छा सेंटेंस याद आता है उसको बोल दो। देखो, मुंह तो खोलना ही है, बोलना तो पड़ेगा। जो भी देखो, जब स्विमिंग स्टार्ट करते हैं तो पहले तो वैसे ही तैरते हैं हम, गिरते पड़ते ही होता है, बट प्रैक्टिस से हो जाता है। ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है, प्रैक्टिस मेक्स अ मैन परफेक्ट, ये बिल्कुल सही लाइन है, प्रैक्टिस से ही होता है। तुम अपना प्रैक्टिस करो, एनालिसिस करो, अपना असेसमेंट करो ढंग से और पॉजिटिव होके लगे रहो। अगर तुम्हारे दिमाग में कहीं पे भी ये थॉट आ रहा है कि शायद मेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा, तो मान के चलना फिर नहीं हो पाता। दिमाग में ये थॉट नहीं आना चाहिए कि मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा। बस ये सोचना है कि कैसे करना है, मेरे को करना है और कैसे करना है, बस ये सोच के करना है।
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
राइट, तो अभी रेगुलरली पार्टिसिपेट करते रहेंगे। मैंने आपको बताया था कि जीडी का कोई ये नहीं है, लेकिन ऑब्वियसली जीडी के लिए 5-7 बच्चे चाहिए होते हैं। जैसे आज का ग्रुप ठीक है, 6-7 बच्चे बैठे हैं, तो ऐसे हमें ग्रुप मिल जाए तो जीडी हम रेगुलर फ्रंट पे करते रहेंगे, कोई इशू नहीं। राइट
यस सर।